At the zoo, a polar bear was actually drinking cola. A tourist recorded the moment, uploaded it online, and soon the bear became an internet star. From then on, the zoo, which had been on the verge of closing, was suddenly crowded with visitors. People brought all kinds of drinks for the bear, but it seemed interested only in cola. It was able to pick out cola from the pile and drink it. This excited the visitors even more, and the chimpanzee nearby was completely ignored. In order to win back attention, the chimpanzee also started drinking cola. With two animals drinking cola, the zoo instantly went viral and became a popular place for people to visit. Tourists came in endless streams. Yet in reality, only half a month earlier, the zoo had almost shut down, and all the animals had been taken away to pay off debts. The desperate owner had no choice but to order realistic animal costumes and ask his employees to play the roles of a polar bear, a gorilla, a lion, and a sloth. To act convincingly, they began to practice. One man lifted dumbbells to imitate the gorilla's walk. Another studied polar bear movements from television. Someone watched cats to copy the lion's steps. As for the sloth, a young woman practiced slow motion while working at a convenience store. To avoid mistakes, the owner acted as the director. During tours, he gave instructions through earpieces. If someone lifted the right paw and waved, a matching animal sound would play. When everything was ready, they advertised the grand reopening with half-price tickets. Today was the big day. After many rehearsals, everyone was prepared. As expected, the discount quickly drew in visitors. Children grew bored when they saw the sloth not moving. They went to look at the lion, but the lion also stayed still. A group of older women arrived at the gorilla's area. Since the gorilla's performer was a young man full of energy, he acted very lively. The women cheered, saying the ticket was worth it. Soon, children went to see the polar bear, but the old employee in the bear costume was afraid of being recognized and hid behind the rocks. To keep the guests entertained, the owner had to put on the costume himself and play the polar bear. However, visitors kept throwing things at him, and under the blazing sun he finally understood how hard it was to pretend to be an animal. By noon, when the crowd thinned, he hid behind the rocks to secretly drink water, only to find his bottle empty. Then he noticed a full bottle of cola left behind on the ground. Without thinking, he drank the entire bottle in one gulp. He had no idea that a tourist had just arrived and filmed the whole scene. Within hours, the video of a polar bear drinking cola shot to the top of the online charts. The next day, when the owner came to work, he found crowds of people gathered at the zoo's entrance. They were all there to see the cola-drinking polar bear. Surprised but thrilled, the owner put on the costume again and continued the act. When someone tossed him another bottle of cola, he picked it up without hesitation and drank it. The visitors cheered with excitement. What amazed them most was that the polar bear seemed able to choose cola over all other drinks. To keep the attention going, the owner quickly had the gorilla drink cola too. With two cola-drinking animals in one zoo, their fame grew even bigger, and more tourists poured in. If a zoo near you had a polar bear that drank cola, would you go see it?